Sorry, I'm a little frazzled. I'm like, the only one here. I was trying to get one cat in, and another cat decided he wanted to go out and eat grass. It took me like 5 minutes to get him in. Also, the dogs may or may not start howling. I don't know. Whatever, it's just me here with them. They get very lonely because they're all alone and there's no one else here with them. It's just them and no one, not even me. So they'll start howling because they're sad and lonely. It would have been fine if Shadow Moon had just walked through the fucking door. But he made me come out and get him. He didn't want to walk in. He wanted me to come out and get him. And it was when I opened the door to come back in with him that Bumble just decided, yes, that's my moment. And you can't chase Bumble. But all he wants to do is eat grass, so you just need to let him find a patch to chew on so you can come around him and pick him up. It just takes a minute. Doesn't make it any easier, though. I'm just gonna buy like a little patch of cat grass to keep in the house. And he can chew on that whenever he wants to chew on grass and then vomit it back up, because that's inevitably what will happen. Somewhere, some point tonight or tomorrow morning, I will wind up stepping in cat vomit. Because Bumble is a stealth vomiter. He doesn't make the telltale gagging cat sounds. By the way, welcome to the stream! Don't call yourself lame. Besides, your replays ain't got nothing on the number of times I have replayed the Tomb Raider games. Or like the month when I just constantly I would finish RE4 and just start a whole new game. And every time it was like playing it for the first time because, you know, that's just how some of us roll and yeah. So, you know. I guarantee I still win on most pathetic number of replays of a single game or series. You will never defeat me. Ever. Oh my, okay, so I'll be honest, I slept through all of this shit. It wasn't until Megan sent me a TikTok of someone explaining what all happened. I was like, wait, what did I miss? I slept through everything. I knew nothing about it, so, you know, that's me. That's that attention to detail right there. Sims is one of those things where I will play it. I will play it. And I will play it for like a month straight, and then I'll just stop. For whatever reason, I'll just stop, and I won't go back for it for like 3 years, and then I'll do the same thing all over again. But by that point, I'm so far behind on all the stupid X packs or whatever that they've added that I'm like, I don't even know what the hell to get or do, or if I need them at all. And I know you don't need them. They're all just cosmetic and shit. Let's be real. But man, I want to like The Sims more. They just don't stop adding all the stuff. I have fun with it at the time that I'm playing it. Like, I just... Okay, Karen, no one needs your opinion. No one asked for it. I don't know. I played one of those. I don't remember if it was 2 or 3. It was probably 3, but I honestly, I couldn't tell you. I'm so upset I have to get through this part again. Y'all, this is not fair. Thank you. Yeah. I realized, oh wait, I didn't switch screens. I've never really got into mods. I don't know, maybe I'm just...
Hall developed technology for his men to move through stutters. Knew the fracture would occur. Prepared
Maybe
for it.
there's a mod I can make a
He never
lot
tried to stop it.
Will never told you what he did in that workshop? At Ground Zero?
No, never. He hid that part of his life from me. Nothing prepared me for the weirdness that was waiting there. And even that was just a prelude to the bad stuff that would follow in that same place later.
Missed anything new. Apparently, it was not checkpoint energy when we quit on Wednesday, so I had to redo that firefight.
It's the only way forward. Absolutely no entry. I'm pretty sure that's more of a guideline than a rule.
Pirates of the Caribbean just gave everyone that expression and it never went away. It's easy to forget that, right? I'd be willing to bet she would in another
hell?
timeline.
What is this?
It entered Lexicon that summer and never went away.
What is this?
That already happened.
You seem confused about the time thing, bro, when you have time powers.
What the fuck?
Specifically requested copper-clad niobium.
Well,
There's no words to describe it. Will was gone, but he was all around me. This entire secret life he'd never talked about, everything he tried to protect me from, it surrounded me. A puzzle, trapped in broken time. We all thought he wasted his research grant, his career, obsessing over some failed experiment. That's what he led us to believe. What he built there, it never failed.
It works. Need my grant extended another year. Please, don't do this. Hello.
That's a very clean random mattress. Does this shirt say Night Springs? It does! Night Springs.
Countermeasure. I hope to God this works.
Will. It's gone.
Come with me. I can survive this. You're the only other one who's seen what I've seen.
Do it, don't.
Give me advice.
I knew something went horribly wrong there, but it was scrambled. It's impossible to crack.
Tracy, what you want, buddy? Hi, Ralph. Oh, okay. Hi, guys. I can't take you outside right now. More graffiti. Really, these are murals.
It was overwhelming. Every unanswered question I had was compounded by what I'd seen at that workshop. The events at the university were part of something much bigger. Something that had started 17 years ago.
Leaving Ground Zero.
Okay, dry dock. Get to the dry dock. I'm almost there. Gotta get to Paul.
From Charlie Wincott, trespasser alert to Monarch team leads. Trespasser alert. Nick Marsters has escaped containment and is in the goddamn security station. Who's the fucking meathead responsible for watching over the university witnesses? Consider your contract terminated. How some spindly cab driver managed to get past you guys is beyond me, but he's casually checking Facebook on a high-security Monarch terminal. Yes, Facebook. That's how safe he feels right now. Converge on his location immediately before he figures out how to do some actual damage. Oh, and remember Jack Joyce, the guy you were supposed to have apprehended? Yeah, he's still shitting his way through our entire operation. Get your shit together, Charlie. It's a good question. I don't even know when he is. I love this dude. It's just on Facebook on a Monarch terminal. Like, shit isn't just bad. It's okay, Detroit. I'm upset because I was being loud.
I refuse to leave while Jack's still here. I need to contain.
Paul, your condition is critical. The stress. If you don't receive your treatment, you know what could happen. Come to the island right now. The treatment will be waiting for you. You will be back in top condition by the time the gala starts.
I don't like it, but you're right. Always looking out for me. Ready to chop.
No. You're not getting away that easy.
This is a laboratory preparation area. Wear laboratory coats. Wash your hands or on entry and exit. Wear eye protection. Lab coats must be worn in this area. What difference does a fucking lab coat make? How does this ridiculous tent have automatic doors? What the frick? Who puts auto... I'm sorry, Detroit. I'm sorry. You're okay, buddy. I'm just being loud. He gets so sad. He gets so scared. Who puts automatic doors on a fucking tent? More or less, I believe, yeah. But in Serene's case too, I think it's also causing like a deterioration within him.
We got contact!
There was something wrong with Paul. Chronon syndrome. He'd had his powers much longer than me. What was the cause? Was I sick as well, or was it his time travel? I didn't know. It didn't make anything he'd done any less hateful.
From Sophia Amaral, read Dr. Kim's lab and Serene's treatment to Fiona Miller. Fiona, I share your concern. Paul's treatments are becoming increasingly ineffective, and I hypothesize that the onset of the fracture will increase the Chronon syndrome's rate of progression exponentially. I've been trying to make a more calculated approach at finding a permanent cure for Paul's sickness, but Martin Hatch has shifted all the necessary resources into our tech division instead. I'm beginning to question his behavior. Every attempt I've made to discover a cure has been met with Martin's red tape. I mean, obviously. Just between us, I do start to wonder if Martin even wants Paul to be cured. Obviously not, dude. Come on. I've looked into Martin's past. He began work for Monarch in 2001, but I couldn't find any records about his past, or any aspect of his life before then. It's almost as if he just appeared out of nowhere. He was the only one present during the accident that claimed Dr. Kim's life. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I do wonder what his agenda truly is. It's almost like he just appeared through a door. Regarding your question, unfortunately there is nothing of value in Dr. Kim's lab aside from Paul Serene's treatments and confidential files that would be of no use to your research. You will have to find another way to develop a cure. Dr. Sophia Amaral, Head of Research. To Sophia Amaral from Fiona Miller. Date October 9, 2016, 5:45 a.m. Subject, Dr. Kim's lab and Serene's treatment. Dr. Amaral, would it be possible for me to gain access to Dr. Kim's lab in order to search for any files that might assist in our research? I am concerned about the slow progress in developing a permanent cure for Paul Serene's Cronin syndrome. The treatments are only a temporary solution. I know that Dr. Kim was close to discovering a cure at the time of his death. I know that you used this lab to administer Paul Serene's treatment. But if I could borrow your key card during the gala tonight, perhaps I can investigate this further while everybody is occupied with other matters. Fiona Miller. Coterie refers to an intimate and often exclusive group of people with a unifying common interest or purpose. Yeah, it appears in that one song from Aladdin. The word coterie. Fantabulous coterie, birds of the... From Beth Wilder, Reed, Jack, to Fiona Miller. Fiona, William Joyce is dead. Our only shot at stopping this thing is Jack. He can lead us to the countermeasure. I still believe that. Serene got to Jack first at the university. Too much heat for me to intervene. He's being moved to Ground Zero. I'm following the convoy there and will rescue him once his transport is past security checkpoints. Not going to be easy, but it might be our only shot. Keep Charlie Wincott distracted so he's not looking over the security feeds. My cover won't last much longer. You need to be my eyes on the inside. I agree you should check into Dr. Kim's lab and let me know what you find. I know gaining access will be difficult, but the gala tonight, you might have a window. Might be able to steal Dr. Amarel's keycard. I will contact you once I'm on the other side. To Fiona Miller, from Beth Wilder. Date, October 9, 2016, 5:22 a.m. Subject, Reed, Jack. Beth, they're saying that William and Jack Joyce have both been detained. Did you manage to get to William first? Did you reveal the location of the countermeasure? You said you could get Jack out of there. What happened? Interesting developments over here. With the team focused on the university op, I managed to dig through an old email correspondence between Paul and Serene and Dr. Kim. The content of the messages is very cryptic, but before he died, Kim was running some kind of tests from his lab, and William's research and a device related to this were somehow connected to what he was doing. Did he know about the countermeasure? I think I need to get into Kim's lab and find out more, but that place has been on restricted access since he died. Not a lot of choice, though. If Jack and William are in custody, then that lab may be our only lead left. I'm not sure how to do it. I sure as hell can't just ask somebody to let me in there. In case y'all do not remember, Fiona is the woman from the cutscene who brought the egg sandwich to Charlie. Ooh. Sudden Stop. The Sudden Stop, the final Alex Casey novel by Alan Wake. This copy is signed by the author and dedicated to Emily Burke. That'd be Liam's wife. I agree. You think she'd want everyone to know about that masterpiece? Ralph? We love us our Alan Wake spotting. Whoa, Jesus. It's my phone. I don't know why that startled me so bad. Got it, okay. Baby girl wasn't a thing I heard of until Modern Warfare. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't even know what it was, but I learned all about it with Modern Warfare, and especially the character Ghost. I was like, yeah, okay, I get it. I don't even need this explained to me. I get it. Yeah, exactly. And you're like, you know what? Again, like I said, I didn't even need it explained. It's like, okay, yeah, I understand. We're good. I don't need to look that up.
Yeah.
Jack, you have to understand that Will forced my hand.
What the hell happened to you?
There's no use fighting.
You killed him!
I'll explain when the time is right. You'll meet me tonight at the Monarch Gala.
Gala? Time's ending and you're having a fucking party.
Exactly, I agree with Jack on that one.
Because when time ends, my plan...
We do this now. I'm not meeting you at...
Yes, you are. I've already seen it happen.
Seen what? What's this all for?
Goodbye, Jack.
No!
Not helpful, Serene. You could just explain shit over the phone. From Clarice Ogawa, re Liam Burke's status to Martin Hatch. Sir, given the very recent events at the dry docks, I now see exactly what you mean. Clearly you were right about Burke's loyalties being more fickle than they appeared. Of course, we have plenty of unanswered questions about how it came to this. To begin with, I don't see why Burke would be involved with Joyce. There's no way he did it out of some kind of altruistic urge. There has to be more to it. We know Burke didn't divert Joyce's transport since whereabouts at that time are accounted for. His whereabouts at that time are accounted for. So there has to be somebody else involved too. I'm looking into it. 2. Clarice Ogawa from Martin Hatch. Date October 8, 2016, 9:47 a.m. Subject read Liam Burke's status. Clarice, I understand why you consider Mr. Burke an asset to our future plans. Unfortunately, while he is an exceptional individual, he is less suitable for the kind of duties you have in mind. It may be immediately obvious. I'll explain. Yes, he's been trained as a striker, but Mr. Burke was disqualified, and for good reason. The men we have chosen to be strikers have strict physical requirements, a certain moral flexibility, and the kind of killer instinct you have to be born with, cultivated to a fine degree. A ferocious knack for survival. Mr. Burke certainly has those qualities. He wasn't disqualified from the striker program because he lacked them, or because he couldn't wrap his head around the technical aspects of operating the technology. In fact, his performance was exceptional. So I fully agree with you that he's an impressive operative. But strikers, by their very nature, have to be made aware of Project Lifeboat and its purpose, at least on a general level, and that means they have to be able to accept its implications. Unfortunately, Mr. Burke has a deep attachment to his wife, and the fact is that even if we brought Mr. Burke in, that wouldn't guarantee a spot for her in the program. To be blunt, we don't need any more nurses, and we're already at capacity overall. We need Mr. Burke. We don't need his wife. Mr. Burke would never accept that, particularly now that Mrs. Burke is pregnant. Therefore, it's vital that he doesn't understand the nature and scope of the threat we face. As for having him play a role in other aspects of future developments, I suspect that despite his seemingly amoral nature, Mr. Burke may have other qualms he's not consciously aware of. If he ever has to truly make a choice between conflicting loyalties, he may take a stand on principle and elect to act against his own best interest. That's not a chance I'm willing to take. 2. Martin Hatch from Clarice Ogawa. Date, October 7, 2016, 8:01 p.m. Subject, Liam Burke status. Sir, I've been thinking about Liam Burke. I know you've closely worked with him for a while now, and he's been useful, but there are assignments we can't use him for because of his insufficient security clearance. For instance, having to keep him in the dark about much of what will happen at the university, about the stutters we're expecting, about where it'll lead. Makes him a far less effective field operative than I prefer and causes quite a bit of logistical difficulty given that he's still going to be a part of the operation. And frankly, it feels like wasted potential. I'd like you to consider the possibility of bringing Burke into the fold. He's completed most of the Striker training, and even though he didn't finish the program, he made an impression on me as a tremendously capable asset. His service record is exemplary, and he has a well-earned reputation as somebody who gets things done, no questions asked. By the same token, I would love to include Burke in our long-term plans. We may use a man like him in our corner, and we could use a man like him in our corner, and I could deploy him far more effectively. Let me know what you think. What is it with Monarch and the Oldest House just sending all the fucking like emails and memos? These things go on and on and on. These are some long-winded assholes. How do they have time to write all these fucking emails? Who has time to sit there and write these?
There we go.
From Manuel Porretta, Liam Burke's psych evaluation to Martin Hatch. Merton, first of all, I have to again register my objection. What you are having me do under the guise of a psych evaluation is a blatant violation of Liam Burke's doctor-patient confidentiality. And the only reason I'm doing this is because you leave me no other choice. Now, I recognize that in the world to come, our current rules and legislations, even our standards of morality, may no longer be applicable, but we aren't there yet. You and Mr. Serene are placing the long-term mental well-being of hundreds of individuals in my hands. And I'm telling you right now, if they don't trust not only me, but the system that put all of us in our particular positions, there's no way we can recover from it. On to Burke. It is my considered professional opinion that the man is a bit of a powder keg. For all his calm exterior, he's under tremendous pressure. I understand your reasoning for pulling him out of the Striker program, but what you have essentially done is instill in him a sense of encroaching doom. He doesn't know the specifics, obviously. He didn't make it far enough in the program to be briefed on that, but he knows that we're preparing for a future threat that is somehow related to the flow of time being interrupted, and that there are dangers out there, dangers that we have specifically been training the Striker units for. There are men who are content to merely follow orders and let others worry about the consequences. Burke is not one of them. He is willing to commit acts of violence without asking why, but don't mistake that lack of qualms for blind obedience. Burke needs agency. He has a fundamental need to be in control of his life, and you have put him in a position where that's no longer possible for him. He's good at seeing patterns and drawing accurate conclusions from the facts available to him, and he has deduced, quite correctly, that he was being trained for a specific scenario that Monarch believes will happen. He is also painfully aware of the fact that if and when that scenario arrives, he will not be part of the solution. He understands the nature of the Striker suits, that they are only useful in a zero-state situation, and he understands that in such a situation, a man without a Striker suit is essentially dead. He doesn't know about the lifeboat protocol, obviously, but if he did, he'd then also know he's not a part of it. Either way, the bottom line is that he's in a hopeless situation. He fears that the end of the world is coming, and he knows that if it does, the only way he can survive is with the technology Monarch has denied him access to. He doesn't understand the details or even the exact nature of that end of the world, but that just makes it worse. Fear and lack of understanding breed tremendous anxiety, Mr. Hatch. He may not show it, but believe me, Burke feels it, for himself and for his family. may interest you to know that his wife is pregnant. You can understand how that adds to the pressure. To be honest, given the parameters we're operating under, I don't know how to resolve this. In Burke, you have a tremendously efficient operative, but you put him in an impossible position. I believe he will remain effective as long as he doesn't have reason to believe the scenario he fears is imminent. Once he believes it has arrived, all bets are off. That is, unless you give him hope of survival. But at this point, resentment and suspicion are starting to turn into paranoia, and frankly, I'm not sure he would trust either of us anymore. Speaking of trust, I recommend you think about what I said in my opening paragraph, Mark. Our greatest challenge and greatest assets in the subjective years to come won't be technological, but all too human. Don't make the mistake of seeing people as just entries on a spreadsheet. I mean, LT3 has spent a lot of time, drafting. It just seems like given the nature of what is currently happening around them, there's just a lot of time to sit down and draft these damn emails. Like, what the hell? I know, right? Oh no, it's the consequences of our shared actions. Well, who could have seen that coming? From Charlie Wincock, Nick Marsters to Ground Zero Op All. Yo, so I looked into this Nick Marsters guy. In short, he's a sad little joke. I don't even know why we're wasting time on him. He used to be a pretty promising football player. He actually got drafted by the Rexes, which I guess you can consider an achievement if you give a shit about that sort of thing, which I don't. Not that he ever went anywhere, because he messed up his knee in a car crash on the night of getting the news, and that was it for his big career. There's no police report on this, but looking at his social media at the time, it seems like he was out celebrating pretty hard, so I'm pretty sure he had no business getting behind the wheel in the first place. In an apparent attempt to prove the universe runs on irony, he now drives a cab. License and permits check out. He's got 8 unpaid parking tickets, a couple more for speeding, pretty much what you'd expect. No relatives except his father, but the old man's in the hospital and pretty much dead to the world from what I can tell. Looks like Marsters on a dozen different dating apps with very limited success. Big surprise. And he seems to be seriously into weird conspiracy theories and bullshit like that, only without the usual crazy racist frothing at the mouth. It's all pretty dumb, but surprisingly entertaining. I'll be honest, I don't think anybody believed anything he said, but hey, you guys deal with him however you want. That's your business. Charlie. They did. They really did.
Focus, Jack. Focus.
Jesus!
Okay. Focus, Jack. Focus.
Our dogs started liking it more once they realized it made them feel better. Got rid of the Joel was always shooting and just taking Sullivan for like hours. Oh God! Oh my God! I just felt so guilty giving Joel a bath.
Okay. Focus, Jack. Focus.
Oh, for the love of God!
Okay. Focus, Jack. Focus.
Waited too long. Y'all, this is just gonna be a disastrous, like... I don't even know what to say.
Focus, Jack. Focus.
Poor puppy. Oh my God. We got through it, everyone.
Stutters were getting bad. He's shifting back and forth without warning. At the time, I didn't think it could get much worse.
But we both know it did.
Oh! Oh, you cock! I'm so sad.
Okay. Focus, Jack. Focus.
Stutters were getting bad. He's shifting back and forth without warning. At the time, I didn't think it could get much worse.
But we both know it did.
That's gotta hurt. Need to get the hell out of here.
Understatement.
Jesus! Got a little close, Jack. It's like a goddamn maze in here.
Oh my god. God. Why did that take so long?
Okay, keep going. No, 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 not again.
Yes, it's a gnat. Oh, come on.
Beth had been on her way to meet me. I expected she was frozen somewhere up there, by the side of the dry dock.
Just climb up the damn ladder, Jack. Like, well,
Exact words were don't do anything stupid.
You've never been a great listener.
Well, time to start. Get in.
What if I don't trust you?
Then shoot me.
Look, I'm sorry, but I'm taking you in.
That's for not listening to me back there.
Ow.
You want to stop time from breaking down? You need my help. And thanks, by the way, for the +1 in the back seat. Starting to feel like a goddamn babysitter.
She scares me, Jack.
she scares me.
My ride, my music. Deal with it.
I love this song.
I'm so sad I missed a Cronin source in that chapter. My socks are not a toy. Yeah, don't, not a toy. Not. Those are my socks. She scares me. Okay, is there a reason we're just... Okay. She just like bashed
led
him in
you
the
to the
fucking
swimming
nose.
hall?
I love
Will
it.
said there was something important in this briefcase. All I found was a key with Bradbury Swimming Hall on the chain. Only lead we had. I guess this is it.
What was your brother doing in this shithole?
Perfect place to hide something you don't want found.
Hi, Ralph. Get out of the trash, please. I will let y'all outside when I'm done with the stream, okay?
I think it's time you tell me what you know.
I know your brother built the one thing that can stop the fracture. I know we're meant to find it, and I know Monarch doesn't want us to.
And yet you're wearing their uniform.
I like the way their pants fit.
I agree.
Oh, Jesus.
I had to create a cover to gather information. You've known about this for a few hours. I've been preparing for it for most of my life.
You weren't aware that William owned the place?
There's a lot I didn't know about Will.
We need to find your brother's countermeasure. And fast. Things will get worse as the fracture progresses.
AWE.
Monarch will be turning Riverport over looking for you. Locked. Jack, that key you got from Will's briefcase.
Okay. I'm gonna find another way in. How you holding up?
I've been better, but at least Monarch's feeling the heat. I checked online, big anti-Monarch protests going on all over the city. I took some crazy pictures to fuel the fire, man.
Just hold off on posting anything for now, okay?
All right, but I'm getting antsy.
Key doesn't fit. Any ideas how to get inside?
The whole building's falling apart. There's gotta be an opening somewhere.
There's always an opening somewhere. Is he? Oh, that is wild. He kind of looks like him, too. Like, remove the hat and shave the hair? They actually look very similar. I don't know if y'all caught what was happening there was, that's the countermeasure, or the polyhedron. It's rewinding to when the graffiti was first. By some rando. Thank you for making me jump this time.
Something you want to say, Nick?
You work for Monarch. Have you ever heard of the zip code theory?
No.
Okay, what would you do if I told you that all of Monarch's plans may be centered around the numbers 01122?
I would go on living my life, probably with slightly less respect for you.
Hear me out. 2010, 1999. Both years show up in Monarch files. Minus 1999 from 2010, 11. Times 11 by 2010, flip it backwards, what number do you get?
Remind me why I saved you?
Jesus Christ!
Whatever. I posted the theory on a forum and already got 13 likes.
Oh look, there's a Chronon source right there at AWE.
Nailed it.
Go on with my life.
Just to say I'm okay.
No.
Smiley face?
No.
Oh.
Hey,
He's trying
Think I found a
so
way in.
hard. Oh, Jesus.
damn it. These stutters aren't going away.
Sizzle Cola, great taste. Hot and crisp French fries, best in town.
Will had used the building to hide away his personal items.
No wonder you were always coming up with crazy shit.
These poor plants.
What the hell were you doing here, brother? Time travel experiments with rats?
Schrodinger, first Chronaut. Chrononaut.
Okay, May 17th, 1998. This is William Joyce, and I'm about to conduct the first animal test of the machine prototype using my trusty pet mouse, Schrodinger, in order... Wait, he's gone. Where'd he go? Shit. Come on, Schrodinger. Come to Willie. Come on, come on, come on. You're okay. You're all right. You're all right. Okay, finally, we're sending Schrodinger into the machine clockwise through the corridor, which will send him 5 minutes into the future, meaning he will reemerge exactly 5 minutes after he enters the machine. It has now been 3 minutes. No sign of Schrodinger. This is a very good sign. 2 minutes to go. Okay, so yeah, turns out he just kind of sat inside the corridor for 5 minutes, took a shit on the tubing. This reveals a very clear flaw in my test. My mouse is an idiot. Okay, the machine is warming up again. Should be able to activate test number 2 in around about 5 minutes and 15 seconds. It's now clear the only quantifiable test will be travel to the past. The machine is now calibrated to send Schrodinger 5 minutes into the past, which means that he will now be traveling counterclockwise through the corridor, and when he comes out the other... Holy shit. Holy shit, it worked. This is clear proof that it's... What I'm now looking at is a future version of the same mouse that has successfully traveled 5 minutes into the past. Schrodinger, meet future you. Ow. Fucking hit me.
I don't think the mouse cares. Fucking hit me.
$12,000 moving bill. You must have hauled a lot more to this place than just some old boxes.
Riverport Discrete Moving Services bill. Riverport Discrete Moving Services. No questions asked. You pack, we move. Moving dates March 1st through March 28, 1999. From Workshop of William Joyce, 821 Industrial Lane, Riverport. To Bradbury Swimming Pool, 261 Bradbury Street, Riverport. Client's name, William Joyce. Special instructions, extremely delicate boxes. Contents are confidential. Pack boxes not to be inspected. Pick up and drop off only. Shipping, 12 truck loads over the course of 17 days. Total cost, $12,713. That is a lot.
You owned this place since 1999? Why didn't you tell me, Will?
Bradbury Swimming Pool deed. Will, I put all of your paperwork regarding the purchase of the Bradbury Swimming Pool in this folder. I knew you'd lose track of the documents otherwise. I've made sure that the purchase can't be traced back to funds from your research grant. I don't know what you're up to, and it's not my business to ask, but we've known each other long enough for me to say this. I trust that you know what is best for you, but I can't pretend that I'm not concerned. Your career is showing so much promise, and your recent actions feel like a drastic turn in a new direction I can't begin to understand. I kept my promise and haven't told Jack or anyone else about this, but he's worried about you, even if he doesn't know how to show it. Jack hasn't heard from you in months. He needs you. Your attorney and friend, Allison Cunningham, March 29, 1999. The year Megan graduated high school.
And we're back. This is Bobby Radford with the latest. We got an official statement from Monarch Solutions, and it's just what you'd expect, really. You know, your typical slick, mealy-mouthed bullshit. I'll sum it up for you. As far as they're concerned, the whole thing was some kind of an accident with the premature demolition. Some lives were tragically lost due to that. They're
I'm really sad
investigating.
it's not like the Oh Dear Diane
Essentially,
coffee
they're
with
saying, no comment,
advertisement
don't
for-
worry about it. Nobody has access to the site right now. All we know is what they tell us. Thing is, there were a lot of people there. Some people I know personally. Seems to me a lot of folks ain't answering their phones now. So what's that mean, huh? I think it means that we...
3 engineers, 24.
So what am I saying?
5-cent candy bars.
They got lots of lawyers, so I'm not saying anything other than this whole thing stinks to high
Is
heaven.
a reference to something?
I don't understand it, but I can smell a goddamn rat. This shouldn't be happening. This is Riverport, USA, damn it, not some third world hellhole where nobody gives a crap. Somebody's gonna have to take responsibility here. Who's it gonna be, huh? Call me up on the phone now. I wanna talk to you.
Look at those swimsuits. Hot stuff.
Any luck in there?
Working on it.
All right, let's take a look around. Down here.
About time.
Calm it down, bro. That's paint, not blood, by the way. In case that wasn't obvious.
This note. It's directed at me.
July 4th, 2010. Beth Wilder, I'm addressing this video to you. You told me to stay away from my workshop, but I couldn't just leave it there. I went back to get it, and the entire place is a disaster zone. The countermeasure, gone. Taken. Shit.
What the...
Safe, empty. I just need to know you have it, because if it falls into the wrong hands, its power is immeasurable. Our future, our entire lives lives depend on it. This can't all be for nothing. You know where to find me. Please, hurry.
2010. Holy shit.
What was that?
You recorded that for me in 2010? What the fuck? He said the countermeasure's gone? It's not good. We need to figure this out. Let's keep looking.
Strong Cauldron Lake vibes.
Help me push this out of the way. Jack, your brother addressed that video to me, but I've never met him before in my life.
Ooh, sounds good.
Well, it sounded like he thought you had his countermeasure.
I wish. But he said it was stolen on July 4th, 2010. Somebody took it. But I'm hoping this place will help us figure out who. I'll give you the honor of pressing the button. Is that?
Yeah, I think so. Second time machine. This changes everything. If we can get this thing working, then we don't need that countermeasure. We can change everything. What if we stop the fracture from ever happening in the first place? We can go back to yesterday, undo everything in the past before it happens. Nobody dies. Paul doesn't go through the machine. Monarch never exists. I mean, the fracture never occurs.
Jack, wait. Let's think this through. That's not how it...
I can go into the machine like Paul did at the university. I helped them set it up. Then we activate the core, put the corridor in place, and set the date. I can do it, Beth.
I'm not so sure we could do this without the countermeasure. But you're right. We'll need the machine.
Right. Let's start with the core.
What the shit?
I saw some kind of visions of this machine in his workshop. You must have hit it here.
What is this? A goddamn spaceship?
Okay, core controls. Where are they?
Going in circles now.
The schematics for the countermeasure spanned 11 years, 1999 to 2010. In itself, that wasn't strange. But the guy built a working time machine in 2.
Hey, I found a map with the entire layout of this place.
Look at this ancient fucking computer. Wow. From William Joyce. 3. Where are you? 2. Beth Wilder. Beth, the time has arrived. It's here. Everything you warned me about is about to come to fruition. Please give me a sign that you're still out there. Put my mind at ease. Tell me you have the countermeasure. I'm losing my mind over here. I spent years trying to convince myself that you were wrong all this time and that I built a countermeasure for nothing. I tried to move on, pick up the pieces, but now I have seen the proof. Paul Serene brought me in to advise on an experiment at the university. They've built it. They built another time machine, almost an exact replica of my own design, with key flaws in the calculations. Just like you said, if they activate this machine, then the fracture will occur. How is this possible? How have they followed my design so closely? Somebody's been watching me all this time, haven't they? Somebody's orchestrating this, all of it. I'm being followed. At first I thought it was paranoia, but it's true. A man has been watching my every move. I secretly took his photo, ran a search. His name is Liam Burke. He works for a security division of Monarch Solutions. I first noticed it weeks ago, but this could have been going on for years. What does he want? What does he know? How is he connected to this? I need answers. I don't know who I can trust anymore. I don't know who else is involved. What they want. Why? I need to hear from you. I need to know that I'm not alone in all this. If what you once told me is true, then the onset of the fracture may be inevitable, but I can't simply stand by and allow it to happen. Not until I know the countermeasure is safe. 2. Beth Wilder. From William Joyce. Date October 4, 2016, 8:38 p.m. Subject: Read. Where are you? I've seen it. The cause of the fracture exists. It's here. Are you still out there? 2. Beth Wilder. From William Joyce. Date July 3rd, 2012, 6:38 a.m. Subject: Read. Where are you? I've given up hope that you're still listening. I'm not sure why I'm writing this, maybe to get some closure. You changed the course of my life when you entered it. I spent over a decade devoted to your cause. I sacrificed every relationship I had, pushed away everyone I loved, all in the name of a lie. There is no threat coming. There never was. I have to force myself to believe this. It's the only way to move on. It's the only way to pick up the pieces and start over. This is goodbye. 2. Beth Wilder. From William Joyce. Date July 6, 2011, 6:42 a.m. Subject: Read. Where are you? It has been a year. I still haven't heard anything. You know where to find me. 2. Beth Wilder. From William Joyce. Date November 4, 2010, 2:58 a.m. Subject: Read. Where are you? Hello? 2. Beth Wilder. From William Joyce. Date August 9, 2010, 11:55 a.m. Subject: Read. Where are you? The number you gave me is now disconnected. Where are you? 2. Beth Wilder. From William Joyce. Date July 11, 2010, 12:55 a.m. Subject: Read. Where are you? I can't sleep. Please call me. 2. Beth Wilder. From William Joyce. Date July 6, 2010, 4:26 a.m. Subject: Read. Where are you? Fuck. Call me. Email me. Something. 2. Beth Wilder. From William Joyce. Date July 5th, 2010, 11:13 p.m. Subject: Read. Where are you? I'm freaking out. Still trying to call you. 2. Beth Wilder. From William Joyce. Date July 5th, 2010, 3:01 p.m. Subject: Read. Where are you? Where are you? Have you taken it? It's not safe in the open. You don't understand the power of this device. I dialed the number you gave me in case of emergencies. While you aren't answering, what is going on? 2. Beth Wilder. From William Joyce. Date July 5th, 2010, 9:33 a.m. Subject: Where are you? It's gone. The countermeasure is gone. What happened? Call me immediately.
These schematics are all in Will's writing. He did all of this. Built everything.
Monarch was made aware of its existence shortly after it was completed.
I actually do wonder if some of these schematics don't show up in documents and control.
1999.
They believe it was destroyed shortly after. I imagine Will wanted to keep it that way.
No, nothing I can make sense of.
Parents killed in Riverport car crash article. December 22nd, 1999. Parents killed in Bradbury car crash. Holiday cheer is in short supply in the Riverport community of Bradbury after a tragic car crash claimed the lives of a married couple, Anthony and Catherine Joyce. The accident took place within walking distance of the family's front door on Princeton Street in the early afternoon. Catherine Joyce, who was driving, lost control of their car after a collision with another vehicle and crashed into a utility pole. The other car left the scene of the accident. The Joyces were both well known in the Bradbury area as prominent members of the community. Last year, they were recognized by the mayor for their charity efforts, particularly the Riverport Multiple Sclerosis Walk they have organized every year since 1993. The couple left behind 2 children, the promising young physicist Dr. William Joyce and Jack Joyce, still underage. A candlelight vigil will be held for Anthony and Catherine on Sunday to unite the grieving family, friends, and community during this tragic time.
There we go.
Welcome back. So we found an entire email chain from William to Beth from, like, what, 2012 all the way back to 2010 or something, where he's just trying to figure out where the hell she is because the countermeasure's gone. He can't get in contact with her. She's not answering an email. Her phone is disconnected and all that other stuff. And Megan has thrown out her theory into the chat. Not a criticism, Megan. Just explaining what has happened. The civilians... Oh, we also just read a news article about the car crash that killed Jack and William's parents. A Civilian's Guide to Time Travel. Is this like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the... Yeah. The Civilian's Guide to Time Travel, cliché working title, by William Joyce. Rough Ideas, February 28, 1999. Opening statement. Open with a zinger. Schrodinger cat joke? Note. Find appropriate accompanying cat photo. Note. No cat photo. No science explained here. Marketing bullshit. Time machine equals works. Implications equal limitless. Give me your money spiel. Build up existence of time machine. Content here dependent on findings from first human test later tonight. This looks like this looks like the shit that I would put together in school when I absolutely had to provide an outline of what my paper was going to be about. Because I never outlined shit. I hated doing it. I only did it when I was told I had to include it with a report or whatever that I was putting together. And this is the kind of bullshit that I would put on it. Yes, 42. Content here dependent on findings from first human test later tonight. Findings, facts dumbed down for the mouth breathers who will inevitably want to invest. Purpose of guide, to explain to mouth breathers how the machine works and why. Note, proofread and delete all mouth breather references. Time machine overview. I can actually quote the opening line of Hitchhiker's Guide. I listened to it so much on audio. Time machine overview. How research started. Include gratuities for research grants. Sucking ass, community and investors. Note, also thank Jack for his patience. Now that this is over, I promise to be there for him. Note, too personal. Basic overview of Time Machine. Parts. Chronon particles. Note, nobody will give a shit about this or understand it. Skip it. I love William. How, like, my outlines, I would do all whatever, this is usually in high school. I never actually had to do an outline in college, thank God. But in high school, when I was required to do them for, you know, the research papers that you did, I would do all the paper, I would put together the paper, I would read through it, and just start making fucking bullet points on an outline to pretend I did it in the right order. They always wanted an outline to go with it, like, why? Isn't the finished product better than whatever stupid brainstorming I could BS? How time travel works, simplest terms. Subject activates time machine. Step 1, core. Step 2, the corridor. Subject tests the desired time travel date. Subject enters the corridor. Compare corridor to donut in shape to explain. Note, add joke. You don't want to eat this donut or your body will suffer terminal chronon saturation, leading to your slow but inevitable death. That's not a joke. Note, cut joke. Disturbing. Subject walks around the corridor. Walking clockwise around corridor equals travel to future. Walking counterclockwise around corridor equals travel to past. Clock-like design. Subject arrives at new time in future or past. Space-time continuum. Travel across space. Time travel is not a portal. Spatial destination will not always be the same as entry point. Time travel is tied to a rotating black hole core. Note, explain the core first? No, fuck it. Just compare the core to a car engine. No, look up info on car engines! Subject will arrive in future past at the location where the time machine and core were located in that time. Cannot travel to a time when time machine and core are not active. Cannot travel to a time before core was first activated. Examples of how time travel works. In 1999, a time machine core is first activated. The time machine is located on an island. In 2000, the same time machine, with the same core, is moved to a circus tent. Teddy enters into time machine in 1999 and travels to 2000. He exits the time machine and is in a circus tent. Note, use better examples, no circus tent. Teddy cannot travel to a time before 1999 because the core was not active. Will bang my goddamn head against the wall every time somebody uses example of not being able to go back and kill Hitler to try to sound clever funny. Note, a dinosaur joke though? Note, explain you can't go back and see dinosaurs. Fucking sucks. Closed loops. In theory, all actions resulting from time travel equal already accounted for, should not be able to change the past. Any attempt to change things was always part of the chain of events in the first place. Already happened. Explained Novikov. Explain Novikov's self-consistency principle until heads go pop. Metaphor to explain closed loops. Time is an egg. You can move the egg, but no matter where you move it, the same chicken will hatch. Note, terrible example. Plus, you could just eat the fucking egg. An egg is sitting on the table. You leave the room, come back, and the egg is broken on the floor. You aren't sure how this happened, but it saddens you. The egg was important to you because instant reason that makes sense here later. You travel to the past to prevent the egg from breaking. When you arrive in the past, you rush over to the table, accidentally bump it, the egg falls and breaks. You caused the very thing you tried to prevent. Closed loops. Why the hell do all my examples end up being about eggs? No, replace egg with something else. I love his notes to himself. He really did. I think there's some.
It says the time machine core needs to be reset.
Great. What the hell's it look like?
A round thing in the middle. Think. Hey, Nick.
What the hell am I looking at?
The time machine.
Fuck off! That was totally my second guess.
Remember, core connects. I-24 core. I can't read all of this. Put flow to 2.4. What about
I'm not an
something else?
idiot.
It is.
I mean, of course I'm gonna take selfies with the time machine. It's a goddamn time machine. But I won't post anything.
Look, this man. Physicist on the rise article.
All right, I'm on it.
Rim report physicist
Will
on the
received a
rise.
massive research grant in 1997. He'd successfully built the time machine by 1999. But the results scared him. He never told a soul.
Take your smartphone and take all the pictures. Dr. Joyce and Dr. Meyer became household names earlier this year when their paper on the proposed existence of a chronon field became one of the most hotly debated theories in the quantum physics community since the Higgs boson. William Joyce, born and raised in Riverport, wasn't satisfied with simply being a part of the discussion and decided to actively search for proof. He proposed research. His proposed research project led to him obtaining the highly prestigious Harold Steinberg Fund with an estimated value of $150,000. Dr. William Joyce is officially the youngest recipient of the Harold Steinberg Research Grant to date. While the specifics of his research proposal remains confidential, it is likely that Joyce aims to demonstrate clear proof of the so-called Meyer-Joyce field, as well as potential applications for the manipulation of this field. A research timeline has been established with milestones that point to early 1999 as the period when this research will be ready for public unveiling. We will continue to follow William Joyce's story as part of our Riverport Rising series. Any of the ancient civilizations, right? What's up, bro? As soon as we're done, I will
Can't
let you out,
activate the
okay?
core till it's
Just give me, like,
reset.
30 minutes.
Need to find a way to reset the core first.
Yeah. That sounds like a noble pursuit. Just do that with all of history's villains.
You said Will built a countermeasure. What makes you so sure this isn't it? The time machine?
He said the countermeasure was stolen, but the machine is still here.
I think the simplest way to do that is to not convince people to kill all the fucking cats because of witchcraft. Don't listen to the fucking Pope.
Hey!
Frankly,
Looks like I can reset the
90% of
core
history
from
could be
here.
resolved if you just said don't
You
listen to
sure
the fucking
you know
Pope.
what you're doing there?
No clue. But I did help Paul set up the machine at the university.
Which then caused the fracture.
Look, Will knew the calculations were wrong. Hoping that means he knew what he was doing here. This is what Will was leading us to. We have to test it. The core. That's what we set up first.
Sure, let's just test something that we don't fully understand. That makes all the sense.
This could actually be the key to finding the countermeasure.
We'll see. It's still resetting. The core is reset. We need to activate it from the control booth.
I think the control doohickey's right here.
I can't insert the date yet. Here goes nothing.
What was that?
You'd have to disguise yourself as a man for anyone to really listen to that. Otherwise, you are just going to be stoned as a witch. Let's be real. Only a witch would encourage people not to listen to the Pope.
We activate the corridor next.
Woo! Jesus,
This
look
was
at
the
that
final
thing
step.
go!
Need to set up the machine first.
Disguise yourself as Jesus Christ, and then tell them not to listen to the Pope.
Okay, corridor, then the date. That was the order at the university. It's a hell of a thing, huh?
Jesus, look at this thing. One guy built all that? No way that's possible, man. It took me 5 months to build a shitty birdhouse. You think he had help? I'll bet a lot of guys got paid under the table to get this thing running.
There's a light blinking here. Might be what you're looking for.
The corridor. It's key activated. Will's key. Thank God.
Whoa! Did you guys see that?
Will's key did that?
Yeah.
He
me to a time machine and he
Yeah,
lifted
writing
me up in his
materials,
goddamn
introduce
car.
better ways of making.
That's my brother in a nutshell.
That didn't sound good.
Fuck. Let's just hope it
Maybe
still works.
also introduce options other than, you know, Jesus Christ. To the Western civilizations. Maybe also teaching them that manifest destiny
no.
is not a thing.
What?
God
And to
damn
call
it.
them your tits.
I don't know. We were so close. I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah, like hell you are. You saw what happened. Something's wrong with the machine.
We don't know that.
You're not trained for this. Anything you do is gonna make it worse.
We
You
can't.
know I'm right.
Stop trying.
You lost people. You're angry. I get it. But this is bigger than us. We can't fix the machine. But I might know somebody who can. Sophia Amaral.
The Monarch scientist. I saw her video near Ground Zero.
Serene's head of Cronin Research. She'll be at the Monarch Gala tonight, but security's airtight. She'll be nearly impossible to get to.
Unless I have an invite. Paul told me he expected me to meet him at that party.
Something tells me that was not a friendly invitation. Jack, no.
Yeah, he clearly listened to her. Jack, no.
The future used to be so clear when I was reliving the past. Once I caught up to the moment I had left, that ended. All I've had to go on since then are the plan and the visions. I knew Jack would come to me. I'd seen that, but I didn't know why exactly, or how it would end.
There he is. You were right.
My visions of the future aren't always clear, but they don't lie.
Speaking of lies, Joyce is saying he's discovered his brother's time machine.
We've spent 17 years looking for it, and he finds it in less than a day?
I don't know how
That
they
sounds
somehow
unlikely.
weren't able to figure
Still,
out the link between.
we know it's out there
like,
somewhere. We don't know what his
the
brother managed to
pool
tell
and
him.
shit. Like, I know
If
his
he
lawyer
really
said
has
that
located
she
the machine,
covered that up, but
why would he come here and tell you?
anyone with the right
Smart money
resources
says
can
he's trying
find
to
that
play you.
shit.
Maybe, but the machine is out there. It's in our interest to find out where. And if Jack knows, I have to talk to him.
Dr. Joyce could have provided the answer to that question.
William's attitude and knowledge made him a liability.
Is that angry young man going to cooperate any more than his brother did? You remember Jack as a close friend, but that clouds your judgment. Don't make this
It's
personal.
already
It's not.
personal.
Then don't forget why we're here tonight. After what happened, our people need reassurance that we're in control. You're the man who can win them over. Let me handle Joyce, so you can concentrate on your speech.
I know what's at stake here, Martin. Dr. Sophia Amaral had taken over our Cronon research department after Dr. Kim's accident. She was the only one who could treat the Cronon syndrome.
From Sophia Amaral, what happened to Dr. Henry Kim? To Erica Cross. Erica, first of all, my condolences and apologies. I didn't realize you had a history with Henry, and frankly, I would not have promoted you into this position had I known. If you would be more comfortable working on something else, I can make that happen, no questions asked. To be clear, I'm not talking about a demotion. I mean a comparable senior position in another department. You're correct in that it's a very sensitive topic, but given your current security clearance, I can tell you what I know. Unfortunately, I don't know much. For the past 6 months, I myself have been trying to work out what happened, but I haven't made much progress. I know Henry was working late in his lab, and there was some kind of a chronon particle surge. Of course, we know that exposure to large quantities of chronon particles can result in physical changes. Paul Serene is an example of that. His first exposure resulted in his extraordinary abilities, and the second exposure caused his progressive condition. In Henry's case, that exposure transformed him into a chronon disruptive wave function subject, or a shifter. It is of course clear that Mr. Serene's and Henry's conditions are essentially the same thing, even if Mr. Serene's case hasn't progressed as far. However, it's not at all clear how Henry could have been exposed to such a powerful dose of chronon particles, particularly as the lab area itself underwent none of the temporal changes we have come to associate with such an exceptional event. None of the containers on scene had remotely enough chronon particle capacity for such a high dose, and furthermore, all of them were intact and accounted for. In short, we don't know where these particles could possibly have come from. I'm not surprised that Martin Hatch was unwilling to discuss this. He was the only other person present in the lab when the accident took place. Ooh, that's sus. But I don't know why he was there or what happened, and he claims to have no memory of the events. Despite this, Martin somehow managed to contain Henry in the artificial zero-state field set up in the lab. I am unwilling to speculate as to how this could possibly have happened. Suffice to say that I have many questions about these events myself. Think about my offer, Erica. You're a first-rate scientist, and I would hate to lose you, but I would absolutely understand if you wanted to change departments. Please give my best to your wife. It was lovely to meet her the other week. Sophia. To Sophia Amaral from Erica Cross. Date October 6, 2016, 9:18 p.m. Subject: What happened to Dr. Henry Kim? Sophia, I realize this may not be a welcome question, but I feel like I need to ask. I knew Henry Kim very well. I went to school with him, and he was actually my husband's best man for my first marriage. Unfortunately, when I moved down to Florida, we didn't manage to stay in touch. Let's just say that life took me into unexpected directions. It was a very welcome surprise to hear from him when he was recruiting new people, and I'm glad to say we hit it off again. We spoke on the phone a lot. He came over to meet my wife, and well, it was like old times. It could have been awkward, but it wasn't. Henry was like that. You can imagine my shock and disappointment when I heard about his death just a week before my own employment at Monarch began. We didn't get to work together the way I'd hoped. Now, Monarch has been very good to me, but his death has been eating at me. I know it's something people don't want to discuss, and I understand that there are confidentiality issues. However, having recently been cleared for some of the more sensitive chronon research, I now know that the story of his death is a fabrication, and Henry has become something entirely different. I'm not blaming anybody, but for my own peace of mind or sense of closure, I suppose, I'm wondering if, given my new security clearance, you're in a position to explain how this came to pass. I should add that I brought this up with Martin Hatch the other day, and he made it clear in no uncertain terms that I should drop the matter. Given that, I'm taking something of a chance talking to you about this, but I feel like I can't let this go. I'll understand if you aren't allowed to discuss it, but I'm more than a little scared and upset. I hope I can rely on your discretion either way. Erica. P.S. Please see the attached screenplay. I still don't know what, science he needed her to pick apart or help him with. There was no science anywhere in that screenplay.
What are these doing here? We should be set up by now.
It's all on schedule. You're micromanaging again.
I want to be invited to some fancy party where they just hand out gift bags of random shit. Why is it only people who can afford the random shit in the gift bags who get the gift bags of random shit?
And here you are.
I had to see the lifestyles of the sick and traitorous up close and personal. And it was such a nice invitation.
How do you want to deal with this, Paul?
I could still try to reach Jack and make him see reason. Or I could let Hatch deal with him so nothing would distract me from leading Monarch.
Alright, let's see what personal... I don't remember what option I went with. To the past. I don't.
I've tried to change things.
Answer me this question, Bo.
I once trusted Jack more than anybody. It was my only chance to make him understand the truth.
The fuck do you mean nobody got a look at the shooter?
But without me there to give the speech, my empire would start to crumble like a house of cards.
I believe
I probably went with personal.
comes miscalculation, and as you and I are well aware, Mr. Joyce, with miscalculation can often come catastrophe. And that leaves me with you, Mr. Joyce.
But my old friend would be a lost cause. Dead and buried, along with the rest
That's right,
of my
he was
past.
very sexually attractive, wasn't he?
Tonight is a celebration in face of darkness. Tonight we celebrate because I promise to you that we are prepared. Monarch would grow stronger with my presence. The plan would go forward as intended.
Alright, what direction do y'all like? I honestly don't remember what direction I went with. I really don't. So left or right? Personal or business? This is where you need like an odd number of people in the chat so that Megan can make like a poll, and you know, then there's no way you can get a tie. Yes, Jack has plot armor. As far as I'm aware, we need him to get through the rest of the game. Alright, we have business. I feel like Megan's more on the side of business too, but I don't want to put words in her mouth. I mean, I know I do a lot, but... Okie doke, business it is.
We didn't come this far to get derailed now. You talk to him, find out what he knows, then get rid of him.
You're all heart, moneybags.
I know you want to make this all about you and me, Jack. But that's far away in the past now. And I have a speech to prepare for.
So dramatic.
I've seen where this leads. I've been to the end of time, and I've escaped it, all the way to 1999, when it all started. I've tried to change things, but by trying, I only made them happen in the first place.
All right, 43% of the community.
Time is breaking down. Monarch has been preparing for it. There's this thing. It's called a lifeboat protocol, and it can save us, at least some of us.
You've been the face of Monarch for all these years, Martin. But let's get clear on something. This is still my ship.
You're not thinking clearly. You need your treatment.
You gonna go?
Me? Go to a party.
We can roll together if you want.
What do you want?
Anyone who might implicate Monarch.
Fuck you. wait!
We just lost communication with Jack Joyce's transpo. Find him. Step away! Right now!
Liam, this isn't what it looks like. No. No! He's gone.
We need all points converged on Liam Burke. He's armed and dangerous.
They're losing their effectiveness.
You're fine.
No. I need to work on something new.
You should enjoy yourself tonight. You work too much as it is.
I've been running tests on the temporal anomalies. They're increasing in frequency and duration.
They'll dissipate. I've told you that.
You need to consider that maybe what you have seen is wrong.
It's not wrong. I need to prepare for my speech. Sophia, you shouldn't worry so much.
I don't even think it's flirting. I think that you just have a thing already anyhow.
You haven't touched your drink. I'm not really into drinking a lot, I guess. Oh. Rough day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same here.
Like what?
I have things happen in my day. I do.
Uh-huh.
I had to deal with some internal affairs.
Internal affairs? Oh, you're just gonna leave me hanging?
Well, yeah, it's internal.
Charlie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I helped catch a traitor today.
Traitor? Is that what all that commotion was about?
Yep. That was me.
Who was it?
I mean,
Who was it?
Who's the... Who was it?
Yeah.
I can't,
What?
I am not at liberty to discuss this.
Well, you just brought it up. It's like, Monarch drama.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to leave you hanging on that one. For real. This time.
Oh, I just thought maybe you'd want to share it with me. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom, so I'll leave you hanging here. For real.
Okay.
Go mingle. Drink a little.
Okay.
Yeah, he came to the party with the traitor, one of them. That's the thing, like the camera footage would have shown Bert confronting Beth. It's really weird. It.
Thanks for the gun.
Dr. Emerald.
Martin,
She looks familiar.
I need your help. He listens to you. Paul,
Is that so?
I think we're in trouble, and he doesn't see it. He refuses to.
I can't imagine why.
I know you and I haven't always seen eye to eye, but I know you care about Monarch. You care about what happens. And if we are reaching zero state, something has to be done.
And what is it we could do?
You know what we could do.
She is short.
Truth is, Sophia, it's not really a matter of whether or not Paul will listen to me. It's that I won't listen to you. I find your approach to matters rather counterproductive. Filling Paul's head with your constant alarmism, distracting him with petty doomsday scenarios. I mean, if I'm being honest, I rue the day he gave you a modicum of function in this company. Because you said, I care about Monarch.
What is it that you're so threatened by, Martin?
Do I look threatened to you?
A little bit, yeah.
What's going on?
It's nothing. We were just having a little chat. You should prepare for your speech. Julian, Doctor.
They're both very bad at lying.
Hey, you're Crocker, right? Hey, Crocker! Crocker! I really need to take a shit. Fuck, come on, Crocker. Crocker! Crocker! Come on, Crocker!
Oh my god.
Over there.
Where?
The woman with the necklace. My money is on that.
It's a pretty good choice,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna have to go with Ryan Gosling down there talking with George Clooney. Wearing his nice cufflinks, chatting about stocks.
Richard, where the hell have you been?
Didn't have my invitation.
Oh my god, you're always losing things.
I'm not losing anything.
Drama.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's going for it. Bam! Told
Oh. Why am I losing
You owe me
so
a sword.
bad?
I don't think I can use
Drink.
I don't think I
No,
can.
rules are rules.
Rules are rules.
Rules are fucking rules. You owe me another sword. Okay.
I'm doing it. Oh, I actually hate all this.
Do it, my man.
Thanks for the encouragement.
She's like, I hate my life right now.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Just wish I wasn't losing so bad.
Do you want to go for a walk? Okay.
You know he's such a nice guy, right? He is a nice guy.
I'm taking mine too.
Crocker. Hey, buddy.
Jesus Christ.
Crocker.
Poor Crocker didn't sign up for this shit.
Hey. Burke, listen, if I have to come in there, you're gonna fucking regret it. Listen, this is just a big misfucking understanding. I'm gonna be out tomorrow. I will put in a good word for you. I will help you climb this ladder. All I'm asking is please let me take a fucking shit. Go to the back wall. Fuck, thank you, man. Thank you so much.
This guy should really have known better. Like, seriously. This is such a rookie mistake.
Oh, man. Thank you. Shut up. Back up slowly. Yeah.
Who put the chair in there with him? Also a rookie mistake.
So you don't mind that we left, do you?
I mean, I wasn't really excited about going in the first place.
Okay, why'd you go?
I think because somebody twisted my arm.
What the fuck is that?
Kind of looks like a dinosaur wearing a helmet.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
Hey, where are we? Are we even allowed to be out here?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. All right.
So what would you have been doing tonight if we didn't go?
What, if I hadn't gone to the party with you? Well, I would have canceled all my other really important plans.
Ah.
And I would have gone back to work.
I think maybe you work a little too.
Yes. But
against it?
Well, no, I mean, it doesn't feel like work. You know, I like being wired in.
Yeah.
Makes me feel connected. You work all the time. In fact, you're there most of the time.
Man, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
So,
Coffee World.
Work too much?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not. I guess, yeah. I love work.
Hold it right there!
Shit!
You little fuck! Hey, what? All you had to do was let me in that perimeter lab.
You turned on Monarch. What was I supposed to do?
You have no idea what's going on, do you? I need to get in that lab. There's something in there that I need.
The lifeboat protocol. You work with Beth Wilder. I've seen you before.
You know her?
She's the reason I'm here.
Oh, the look of betrayal on the slime ball.
Is that gun still necessary?
Yes.
Yeah. Come on, hurry up.
You're a very kind person.
It's...
It's right up here.
I think one of the choices I made, he actually winds up redeeming himself.
I got it, guys. I got it. I guess you guys can't do this. It's a special talent I have. Glad it's so celebrated. You're welcome.
Is this it?
What is that?
Do you know who I am? Martin Hatch, Paul's other half.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
I see the Monarch's well-being. Oftentimes, some matters Paul may find, well, arbitrary.
So you're his assistant?
A little more complex than that.
It doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, the thing from
Now,
the
I consider and offer you my
plane, right?
condolences for your brother, and, well, you can tell me to fuck off. I could tell you Paul doesn't want you to suffer the same fate, and you could tell me to fuck off. Or, I could point out that there's a difference between Paul and myself. You see, Paul, he still has such hope for the world, whereas I lean towards a more realistic approach. Trouble is, I believe that with hope comes miscalculation, and as you and I are well aware, Mr. Joyce, with miscalculation can
Man,
often
poor
come
gaming lost
catastrophe.
so much with Lance Reddick. It's so sad.
Paul's a very dangerous man, practically a zealot, and things will only get worse if he continues unchecked. And that leaves me with you, Mr. Joyce. Maybe you and I can find some common ground.
Okay, I know I never chose this path. I did not choose this path. So, God damn, that boy's eyes are blue. Plot armor!
Who was he?
He was my mentor from college and then here to Monarch. I was in a bad place and he kind of turned me around.
Got it. Sort of. I mean, it's ghost files. Remnant of mass deletion. Somebody was here. We got, Cronin Field Regulator.
Wait, hold on. Holy shit, this is Dr. Amaril's report.
What is it?
The stutters, they're increasing in frequency.
What's a stutter?
The more frequent the stutters, the more indicative of a fracture.
Okay, and what's a fracture?
Of time. Zero state, it stops, and it doesn't start back up.
And the lifeboat protocol could save us.
I have no idea. But the Cronin Field Regulator, it is the core of Monarch's time tech. Everything is based upon it. And it has something to do with the lifeboat.
We have to go.
Wait.
No. This way! Sure. Don't. No in the blinker.
Fiona!
The lab is stutter-proof. Stay here.
Stutter, where are you going?
There are Cronin harnesses up here. We need them. Put one of those on!
sliding to a stop because he was just mid-motion when the stutter hit. Go! Ugh. I see we once again went over time. All right. Once again, we end on a bang. Charlie is such a sleaze. Like, he just stole the... Ugh. I'm coming, Ralph. I'm coming, okay? Okay, buddy? We're going outside. I promise. Alright. I'm being urged away. So, as always, thanks for hanging out. It is always a good time, especially this stuff. No, we did not find Act 2 yet, Mom. We did not. You did not miss anything. Megan will let me know when I need to pick it up, if assuming I don't find it on my own. I'm coming, Ralph. We are going. Just give me like 2 minutes, okay? All right. Y'all, thanks for hanging out. I had an excellent time. It's always fun, and I will enjoy your weekend. I'll see you around online, and if not, I will see you Monday when we pick up for more of this. Bye-bye. Take care.